Hi guys, it's April, and I just finished Gemina, and I have some words, as always, so here we go. This, of course, is a review and discussion over Gemina by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff, so I will do this in the same manner I do all my other review and discussions, and that is to do the non-spoileries first, and then go into the spoil-filled word dump afterwards, and I will of course tell you when that happens. Now this is the second book in the Illumina series, so this review is going to contain spoilers over Illumina. Take that as you will. Your life is now in your own hands. But I'm glad you're here. Gemina starts out in nearly the same place that Illumina ends. You've got Caddy and Ezra and Aiden flying off in the universe trying to figure out what to do next, and then here you've got a new set of teenagers, Nick and Hannah and Ella, who are aboard this wormhole way station. And it just so happens that our first set of teens are heading in the direction of said wormhole. Now there's all kinds of complicated names for all of these things because it's sci-fi, but I am going to butcher them ridiculously. Those are a thing. The biotech industry is still on a hunt to get rid of all of the witnesses who unfortunately survived the destruction of the mining colony. So now they have sent their people to this wormhole way station. Enter our teens and their life drama. Now this book is written in the same interesting format as Illumina, so it is basically a file documentation of different formats of what went on during this time period. You've got surveillance footages, you've got chats, you've got emails, which is, well, I don't know what that means. I'm just showing it anyways. I don't know what it means. So you basically have to piece together and keep your mind open while reading this. There's some very interesting images while this is going on. Unfortunately, like I said in my other review over Illumina, sometimes this makes these pages really hard to read because there's not enough contrast in the book to get some of the words. They're too close, so I can only imagine how people with poorer eyesight than myself struggle with this book, or just even in low lighting I was having issues. And the fact that some of the designs felt a little dated, but that's probably just me. However, it was an extremely entertaining read. I like how they brought in different sci-fi elements into this book. This time you get a little bit more of aliens and all of that kind of stuff. And if you take in the title, maybe you will get a clue of what may be going on in this book. Keep your mind open. Now, another thing that I have to mention for this book, as much as I truly loved everything that happened in here, and I love the characters and I love the world building and I really love where this is all going, it did feel like a little repeat of Illumina. Just insert new teens, insert slightly different sci-fi elements, and you've got almost the same book. It did get a little formulaic, it seems, in this book, but like I said, the way they are doing this storytelling is really what is selling me on this series, and I love it so dang much. So if you like Illumina, I can guarantee you will probably like Gemina. There's just, I almost read it in one sitting like I did Illumina, but I told myself to slow down. I'm not entirely sure why I did that, but I did. So I did. This series, guys, I can only imagine where this series is going, and I am here for the journey. That's all I'm saying. So now I will get into some of my spoiled-filled thoughts and just kind of run with it. So if you haven't read the book, go read the book and then come back and we will discuss, because that is what we do. Now, the first thing I have to mention is how much the title of the book gives away what could be happening in this story. Gemina, of course, is off of the Gemini twins, which parallel universe, which I really like how they tied that in and how they did that. The little geek in me is really, really excited about some of this stuff. Plus, some of the references inside of this book, like the little Buffy references and other sci-fi pieces that are just kind of wheedled in there. You can tell that these authors really love their sci-fi of all kinds. Doctor Who, Buffy, Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, all in this beautifully formatted book. I did have some issue with playing with, you know, the stereotypical bad boy drug dealer and then the high class rich girl syndrome that seemed to go on, and where all of that went. Right away I knew Jack was going to betray everybody in some way, because that's kind of how that triangle always seems to work, because the good guy can never be just a good guy, and the good guy just never really gets what the good guy probably should get, but he wasn't a good guy, so he didn't get what, yeah. Saw that one coming from a mile off, along with the whole parallel universe thing, which always happens when you're dealing with wormholes. I'm okay with that, but yes. I do really like how they brought Aiden back in, and how you started seeing him in the storytelling, and you're trying to work out, wait, why is he talking, and why is he allowed, and what? And then, you know, we got to see Caddy's dad and how the storyline started to converge, and it was very interesting. And I can't wait for the next book. I really can't. And with that, I will leave you on that rambly note. And if you have read the books, any of them, one or two, I don't care, start a conversation with me. I need to hear from you. I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.